Klur. Klur was the head of the Western force commanding 30,000 strong soldiers who secured the city of Uvia. Klur desired to become the chief army of the land, but failing to become an Ibith destroyed his dream, for only an Ibith can become the overall head of the army. When he was not chosen as an Ibith, he promised himself that he will prove them wrong in time, that he is the best soldier, better than the chosen Ibiths by the kings. He rose through the ranks and became head of the 5,000 strong West forces then. During his reign, King Sakrim watched Klur's career and he knew his frustration. This he capitalized by giving Klur the biggest responsibility by installing him as the overall commander of Uvia that Klur never forgot. Inside, he knew that King Sakrim was the only one who believed in him, but powerless to install him as an Ibith. Despite his failing as part of the elite force, he never failed to fulfill his duty, and this he made in great honor by not succumbing to bribes and great offers, especially from the foreign traders of the West who occasionally smuggled prohibited products like kajuna, an expensive product for medicine when properly used but acted like brain and vigor stimulants when used in other ways. Kajunas were illegally dumped by smugglers from Bixar at the west banks of Igathansha, and many young Sumiks were lured by it. Since holding the city, the proliferation of illegal kajuna was contained, and this made many vile traders hated Klur. On several occasions they planned his assassination that all turned against them. Klur was always 3 steps ahead, and even before any evil plan was executed he was already there to thwart it. His method was brutal, for he paraded the captured plotters and their respective counterparts in the busy trading plaza of Uvia, and in front of the locals and foreign traders. They burned them alive and their ashes sent to their families if they were Sumiks, or to King Elbit if they were Bikses. Soldiers do not need juries to determine the fate of criminals who planned something against them, as they were free to do as they wished and deemed necessary when their life was threatened or when they suffered disrespect. Sumiks regarded their soldiers very highly, like their king. When King Sakrim was captured, Klur, then a young commander, believed that he was innocent, for never was a time that the king lured him with anything nor asked any favors from him. In fact, King Sakrim allowed him to do his job without his influence, and none of his soldiers were charged together with the king. It was because King Sakrim knew who to be with and who to be not with, and Klur was not one of them. From time to time he learned about King Sakrim from the stories of the Bikses, and his belief in him grew when the Red land flourished. King Sakrim lured Klur to join him in his quest by promising him the post of the chief army, and the thought of it made Klur yield, for it was his ultimate desire. He can now prove to be the best soldier of Igathansha. Several years passed. The Bix army trained with the Red soldiers as they planned together the invasion of Igathansha. With them was Klur, who occasionally paid them a visit and told them all about the movements in the north. Klur and his loyal followers planned the entry of the Bikses and the Red army into Uvia, and on how to control the reinforcements that will come from the south and the north. Most of all, he planned in detail on how to break the defenses at From. He knew that the From's downfall is the downfall of Igathansha, for Uvia will easily bow before them, since the western force that he commanded was the only protector of the city. They must succeed fast, for the forces in the south and the north can age Uvia within 2 days.